Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Danny Moore, Vice President for Student Affairs here at Sam Houston State University, and we're excited for this episode of the Beyond the Measures podcast, where we talk about how our Bearcats are living out the mission, the measure of a life is its service. And today, we're going to introduce our co-host.
Hi, I'm Elena Reyes, and today I am beyond excited to be here for our other episode. So, can you tell us a little bit about student orgs and on campus?
Definitely. We have over 200 student organizations, and we find ways for our students to get involved, whether it's with organizations connected to their academic experience, things they want to do socially, athletically. And we feel like if we can get students involved on campus, they stay and graduate. And so hopefully within their organization experience, they're having a good time and enjoying their college experience.
That's awesome. I think it's really great to have a place where you can find your people and find a place to be while at college, because it's a hard time for a lot. So I asked because today we'll be talking to a student, Angela, who's here to talk to us about her student organization, Ballet Folklorico. So stay with us on this quick break and stay with us as we reach Beyond the Measure.
At Sam Houston State University, I learned to think strategically, leading organizations, managing resources, and making decisions that matter. Those experiences shaped my path into business and beyond. Now, it's your turn. Come see for yourself.
And welcome back. We're excited to have Angela with us today. So Angela, can you tell us a little bit about what brought you to Sam Houston State University?
Yeah, of course. Well, as a first-gen student, honestly, I wasn't really sure what to expect when I was looking for colleges. I had been exposed to Sam Houston alumni and also faculty at my high school, and they were all just very welcoming. It's like a lasting impact on me, every interaction I had. So when I was coming to apply, I spoke to some people from the College of Business, and it had such a great reputation. It's very hands-on for my major in marketing. Honestly, it's really just like the environment. So many first-gen students, so many Hispanic students as a Hispanic Serving Institute. I really just felt at home. Like I never felt like I was out of place. I spoke to everyone I spoke to. It didn't make me feel like I was bothering them or like they were like doing a job. It felt more like I'm having a conversation with a friend.
So, tell us all about Ballet Folklorico.
Yeah, of course. Ballet Folklorico is a traditional Mexican folkloric dance. It was popularized by Amelia Hernandez. It kind of brings in aspects of African dance and Spaniard dance. It's different regions of Mexico. Every state has their own kind of dance. The most popular one is Jalisco, the one with the big ribbon dresses where they're twirling it around. There are also other states like Yucatan is where my family is from. It's very lace, very elegant. They're typically balancing trays of water on their head. There's always a story being told, with every dance, with every region. But yeah. That's awesome.
So how did your group connect with the community?
Yeah, we do lots of performances here around Sam Houston and in the community of Huntsville. As well, we just did a performance in New Waverly. So we just like to bring, the dance to other people, to other places around campus as much as we possibly can to just spread the fun and spread the joy of the dance. We also like to give back by doing lots of those community performances for, libraries, elementary schools to like do a performance or just bring cultural awareness to Ballet Folklorico.
Now, how long have you been involved with the group?
I've been dancing with the group for 2 years. I grew up watching my mom dance it in her living room. She danced it all her life, so I was very exposed to that. But in a small town, I'm from Tomball, Texas, there wasn't really anywhere for me to dance. So I saw it here at Sam Houston, and I thought it would just be such a great opportunity for me since I had seen my mom do it her whole life. I was already like aware of what it was, and it was honestly like just like the perfect pairing for me.
That's awesome. So all of those amazing performances that y'all have, because I've watched y'all definitely, and I love it so much. And I totally agree with you how you said like finding that Hispanic community here at Sam, because I can definitely agree with you with that. I once I came to Sam, I definitely found that, and I found my people, and I also brought like 5 cousins with me, so I have so many cousins just rumbling around. And so with all your performances, what's the response been from your audience?
Yeah, we get a lot of mixed responses. People who are familiar with it, tell us like, wow, I know this region. This is where my family's from. This is where I'm from. And people who aren't really aware of it come up and tell us how beautiful it is, and they want to know more, and they're very engaged. They want to learn more about it, what we do, how we do it, how often we practice, like the basics of it. Also, during performances, we do these things called gritos, which are very loud, and they catch people off guard. So it's always really fun to see the different kinds of reactions that people have. But it's always been a positive response with everything that we do. And I love telling them, yeah, we're a group at Sam Houston. It makes me really proud to know that we have something like this here on campus.
That's awesome.
So with this podcast, we're talking about how we live out the mission. Can you talk about, this notion of service and how your organization provides service to the community?
Yeah, like I said, with those performances, we really like to give back, whether it be with those library performances or with elementary schools. I've seen really little kids are just very a sparkle in their eye. And I just like telling people again that we're from Sam Houston. We have this here because it's just such a cultural community thing, this kind of dance. Where it originates from in Mexico, it's a lot of people just dancing on the streets for other people to come see, in parades, in cultural events for Cinco de Mayo, for Independence Day. So it's honestly just so great to tie that in with Sam Houston.
That's awesome. And I feel like there's so many other students out there that feel that and that connect with that, especially kids that are far away from home, and they find that there's another community out there that's waiting for them, with y'all's arms open.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what is something that you would want to tell that student that's thinking about joining?
I think the first 2 words I would say is do it. I was so scared. As a college freshman, first of all, it's such a different environment to be in. And also to do something, I grew up as a choir kid, so I had 2 left feet joining the organization. And, everyone was so welcoming, teaching each other about different regions. The group had never done Yucatan before, and that's where my mom is from. So she wanted us to do it, and I was introducing them to it. So it's very cultural. The group is not, you have to be a perfect dancer.
Yeah.
It's only performance. That's really not how we are. It's like a second home, honestly, and it's really good cardio. So if you just want to stay active, I would definitely just get yourself out there.
Yeah.
Sit at our practices. If you just want to watch us, we're super okay with that as well. It's once you get into that practice room, you just leave everything else behind, honestly.
That's awesome.
So how do students find out about how to get involved with the organization?
Yeah, you can message us on Instagram would be the best bet. Also on our org link, you can send a request to join us, and someone will reach out to you, one of our officers, with information about how to join, what they require, what kind of things you need to buy. It's just the shoes, since we don't like to share those. And yeah.
Angela, thank you so much for joining our podcast. It was great to hear about your organization and all the great things you guys are doing, and really how you live out the motto, a measure of life is a service. So thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Remember that you can find upcoming events and opportunities at events.shsu.edu. And also check out at Sam Houston State on YouTube to find this podcast and to subscribe.
Until next time, keep rising beyond the measure, Bearcats. Eat 'em up.